Tigers, Bulldogs, Saints. Welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Hey, good morning and welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. Tom, Coach, Casey, and feedback.
The hurricane is coming.
Daniel has left and left me in charge again. And nope, that didn't work either. So for the let's try that. Hey, look, I did it. And he's made it very simple for me. And Daniel's probably watching out there, but this thing looks like a calculator or like, one of them old people remote controls, which is why I have it. So I didn't think I screwed up too bad. But anyway, good morning. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Casey?
Fan-diddly-tastic.
I like it. Thank you, Mr. Flanders. Yeah. Kelly will be along here for our second segment. We've also got Carly Thomas in the house. She'll be joining us later in the show. She didn't want to come talk football with us.
An audience of one.
This
is better than normal.
This is the most people we've had in a live audience since the first show of the year.
Film before a live studio audience.
And we had about 3 for that. So, oh, man. Well, we're back after a week of fall break, of course, and everybody got their batteries recharged, I hope, and the weather's cooled off. It feels like football time in Tennessee. Last night, the DeKalb County Tigers had essentially what was a playoff game as they hosted Stone Memorial. Really went toe-to-toe with Stone, especially in the first half. Chris, I know you were on the call for DTC. Casey, you were there doing the PA. I was watching you, Chris, and Jeff Barnes on the call, and I thought DeKalb had a pretty good game plan first half in particular, Coach. Running the football, managing the clock, keeping Stone off the field. Anybody knows about 4-4A knows how good Noah Potter is for Stone Memorial. Essentially keeping him off the field as much as you possibly could was a good game plan for DeKalb County.
It was. Shorten the game as much as you can, and if that means running the ball and chewing up clock and limiting the number of possessions that Stone Memorial was going to have, it was going to be key. And I thought defensively for the entire ball game, that Coach Shaw and the defense did a very good job. 2 touchdowns in the first. They had a punt. They had a turnover on downs. And basically the same thing happened in the second half for Stone Memorial, but you needed to limit and shorten this game as much as you could, and I thought DeKalb did that to the best of their ability. It was a playoff game because DeKalb was going to have to win both of its games in order to make the playoffs, and obviously that did not happen.
Casey, going back and looking in the second half, a couple of key things. Stone gets the ball, obviously, start the second half. We have a turnover there in the second half that was kind of pivotal. Just some things that just didn't go right. Stone just methodically takes over. They go up 21-7. I felt at that point it was going to be hard for DeKalb County to come back because this was not going to be a night where we were going to strike on big plays. It did not look like. Did you get the sense of that?
I did. I honestly thought our defense played pretty well last night. Mm-hmm. They stymied Potter in that offense a couple times last night. Yes, they had some big explosive plays on us and then they had a drive or two where they did seem to be able to just methodically go down the field. But you go back to that fumble that Ryan had, obviously that took some wind out of the sail for us, I believe, because we were driving on that drive. We had moved the ball down the field very well. The running game, I thought, was very effective last night. In fact, I questioned why we didn't stay with the running game more than what we did last night. Gavin Frazier had a good night last night. How about John Hendricks? He was hitting Ryan when he was available downfield. You could tell that he was looking for Ryan a lot last night. It made me think he was told, get the ball in Ryan's hands, which is always a smart game plan in my
doubt.
opinion. Yeah. So I thought he did that very effectively. But the thing that was impressive for me, and I think he was y'all's player of the game last night, was his legs. My goodness, man. He was that offense is so predicated on the quarterback being able to tuck that ball and run. Mm-hmm. It takes so much pressure off of the running backs when you do that. It takes pressure. It forces people to stop triple covering Ryan out there, and they have to come up and respect that run. And it just opens up everything a lot better for our offense. And so when John was able to take off and run the way that he did last night, you see Gavin Frazier have his best game probably of the season. You see Ryan Lyons actually get a few balls thrown to him that he can actually catch and do something with. They used Ryan in that sweep 2 or 3 times last night, which I think is another good move. So I give all the credit to our offense last night, and I mean that sincerely. I know we lost, but I thought that the offense controlled by John Hendricks last night, he did his part is what I'm saying.
Chris, the offensive line had some new faces last night. I know one freshman started, and William Soto, some injuries kind of banged up along that line. If you were to grade that offensive line performance last night with some new faces there, considering how well John and Gavin ran the football last night, what grade would you put on the offensive line performance?
I think as far as run blocking, they did very well. And you can go back and look. I don't have finished numbers for John Hendricks, but I know the first play of the game, it's a RPO, I think, or an inside read. And the defense collapsed on Frazier, and it was an easy 20 yards.
Oh, yeah.
The other plays that we talked about off-air, and our off-air shows are so much better than our on-the-air shows.
Pretty good.
But you need to come and be part of Carly's audience because it's great.
And Carly's not even paying attention to us.
She is. She heard her name. She perked up. But the pass protection faltered a little bit, and I know that they've got Reed back up there as an H, and he's kind of going across to pick up as they're checking right or checking left. But a lot of times you would see the play action, and there's John, and he's already had pressure on him, and he's having to use a spin move to get out of that. But then once he did that, there was no secondary contain, and he had all day. So I thought the offensive line, as makeshift as it was, out of necessity, did a great job on the run game. Maybe effective enough because there were times where straight drop back, and I know we're talking shotgun, where Hendricks did have some time to look down the field and an intermediate kind of a route. A couple of times with double moves, he had the time to sit there and wait for that. But a better grade on the run game than on the pass pro.
Let's be honest about something we talked about before the show, because I think you hit the nail on the head. It was evident that Stone Memorial came in prepared to stop Cecil Ketchum before this game. And I think it took them a couple quarters to figure out that Cecil wasn't in there. And then that allowed John to have all those explosive plays that he had because, like you said, the defense headed towards Gavin. If you notice, Gavin had a better second half than he had a first half because the first half – there was 5 guys on him all night. They were all drifting towards his side, which left John to be able to have that other side, 20 yards at a time, really. So, it's just funny. It's an example of how you have to be aware of the moment in each game, because things aren't always exactly the way that you think it will be. So, it worked out well for us. I thought good for John. I thought that he really showed out last night. He made some passes last night that were not easy too. And for a quarterback that wasn't a quarterback at the beginning of the season, I was pretty impressed with that.
So DeKalb County, with the loss, they are out of the playoff race. This is the first time they've missed the playoffs in back-to-back years. Going back to Coach Trapp's second and third seasons of 2006, 2007. Now, we know there's a lot of young players that are getting playing time and have gotten more and more play time as the season's gone along. Let's throw these cliches out the window as we get ready for Week 11. Yeah, we play for pride, blah, 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 Livingston, all this. Chris, you've been a head coach. You've been in a position where you're at the last week of the season, and the playoffs are not a question. Postseason, not a question. As a coach, what do you want to accomplish in Week 11? And on top of that, how do you get your players to stay focused on the fact, okay, we're this is it, last game. Maybe it means something to the seniors, but can you get your team motivated to go out for that atmosphere Friday?
Tom, I am not the person to ask that question.
Casey,
the first year I was really fortunate that we were in a small district. We were able to beat Montgomery Central, and we were able to make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Went down to Giles County, and I think it was like 26-0. Our guys played their hearts out. The second year, I think we won one, maybe two. I think it was just one and 9 that season. So for a long time, we knew that we weren't going to make the playoffs.
Right.
And I think I just remember that last week being, let's do some things a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the things that may be more fun for the kids at practice and do some drills that they may appreciate and that they can remember as opposed to, the old college try kind of thing and that pep talk. I really can't remember who we played back then with that type of schedule. I think it might have been like White House, and your hopes were dashed.
You said
anyway.
Those 2 words. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I won't. There are a couple that I won't refer to on the college level. Again, our outtakes are great. But I will mention White House. I thought a lot of Jeff Porter, and he was always good to me. But it was more about what can we do to make this fun. Mm-hmm. And get through it because everyone knew that the season was over. And at that point as a coach, I'm not smart enough to think about, hey, you're auditioning for, the 07 season, the 97 season. I wasn't going there. So it was, let's do what we can. Let's have fun. Let's still try to learn and put together a team that's going to be able to produce and be productive in some ways. And go from there. We had kids that and it's funny because the kids that are on this team, I had their daddies. I went through this like last year, and there's like 6 or 7 of these guys that played from their daddies played for me,
wow.
and so it was like those guys meant a lot to me, and they still do. Mm-hmm. And it was more about that than it was. We are what we are, and this week is not going to change that.
I don't know. I'll tell you, I have a different thought on this game particularly. They'll be motivated just because it's Livingston. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it means the same to them as it did when I was in school, but if we'd went 1-9 and the 1 was Livingston, it was a good season back then. So I know Livingston's been down recently. They seem to be rebuilding and have rebuilt some this year. In fact, they came within a hair of beating Macon County last night. And
came back in that game. In fact, they were down a couple scores, I know, early on in that game.
Yeah, but Livingston to me is always like Florida, Tennessee. They were the ones. Of course, I'm dating all of us, I guess. But Florida was Livingston, and Alabama was Smith County to all of us. So, but yes, I think there's too much pride on that team for them not to take this last game very seriously. Of course, Coach Trapp's not going to allow that. He's going into it with, this is another game we just got to win. 4-6 looks a lot better than 3-7.
It does. Livingston's not playing for a playoff spot either. They got, with that loss last night, the top 4 set. Upperman has won the region. Stone Memorial and White County will play for second place and a home game next week. Man, that's going to be a ball game right there. And in fact, that's going to be up in Crossville at Stone Memorial. I might have to go to that game. That'd be a good reason for me to go to Buc-ee's. And then Macon County is in. They're going to go in as the number 4 seed regardless. So the top 4 is set. Livingston, as you mentioned, Casey, they've been down. They're 5-4, going to be coming into this ball game next Friday night. They're playing for a lot of pride. So not just pride, but they're playing for a winning season. It's been a while, and it's hard to believe this, Chris, but it's been a while since Livingston had a winning season.
It is, and you addressed Casey first, but I was talking about Livingston last night, and it was a team that had been down for a while, and I don't know if that had a lot to do with the stadium being rebuilt and torn down, and there's just no interest there in having to play home games on the road or what it was, but Livingston seems to have made its way back. And they're a much improved team over the past couple of years.
Livingston's middle school team is really good. Livingston's junior pro teams are really good. I'm telling you, that that is a program that is coming.
They're on the way back. Yep, on the way back. All right, we got plenty to do today. As I mentioned, the DeKalb fishing team will be joining us right around 9:40. We've got 6 members scheduled to be with us today. We had a 9:20 segment lined up. The DCHS football cheerleaders were going to join us this morning, but come to find out, Thursday night about 7 o'clock. There's an event going on today that the cheerleaders, all of them, were pretty much taking part in. So they asked if they could reschedule. Of course, we told them that that would be just fine. But we couldn't fill the schedule kind of at the last minute. We made some attempts. So next segment, Kelly should be joining us here in the next little bit. We're going to talk about the best at the West, guys. The DeKalb West School Bulldogs, late last night, they won over Union Heights 50-42 to win the Gold Division Championship. 3-0 start out of the gate for the Bulldogs, who, by the way, are playing right now. You're talking about probably they wrapped up after 9 o'clock last night, and they had a 9 o'clock start at Forks River this morning against Friendship. So maybe some bleary-eyed young people, but was talking to girls coach Rihanna Chapman by chat this morning, or by text, and she said that they spent 6 weeks of conditioning heavy over during the off season. She thought that would pay off today. So hopefully the boys are out and fired up as their opening play there. We're going to talk about that, and DeKalb Middle School basketball got off to a good start on Thursday night as both the Saints and Lady Saints winners in their openers against the Upper Cumberland Rams. We will discuss that as well. And cross country, we're going to touch on that as they're going to regionals on Monday at Macon County. Some opportunities for them to clinch some berths at state, which is going to be in Memphis coming up November 7th through the 9th. We'll have some details on that coming up as well. And, of course, later we'll have the announcement of the Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week. We got a lot to talk about.
We do.
We got a lot to talk about. All right, we'll be back. Stay with us. This is DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Choosing Ignite as your HVAC contractor means choosing a partner who values quality, reliability, and customer satisfaction above all else. Our extensive experience and industry expertise enable us to tackle any project, big or small. We are proud to be a trained comfort specialist, offering top-tier products and services that ensure year-round comfort. With our satisfaction guarantee, you can trust that we will go above and beyond to meet your needs and exceed your expectations. Let Ignite serve your HVAC, electrical, and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Brain Your Brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance? You want a bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort the pro in you demands. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Oh my goodness. How do we even come back after that?
We always come back laughing.
It's the only thing I provide to this organization.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. It is 9:22. Where is Kelly?
We got our feedback.
We do have our feedback. There you go. Is that better?
Yeah. Better.
Yeah. Daniel set that up so, to help cut down on me messing anything up. So, cut down, not totally eradicate. Anyway, basketball is underway in DeKalb County.
Hey, can I ask a question before you get started?
I don't know.
If Kelly doesn't come within 5 minutes, can I eat her biscuit?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I set her biscuit here because Kelly. See, we usually get we get breakfast for all the guests that come in and for our panel too, and. Oh, there it is. So Kelly doesn't. She just wants a plain biscuit. She's got to be contrary, So we get her a plain biscuit, and I put it in her spot this morning so it wouldn't get snagged up. Obviously, since she was going to be late. But yes, the timer is ticking. So correct. Kelly better hurry up, or your biscuit's going to go to Casey. Yeah. Basketball underway in DeKalb County. DeKalb West School's been in action for the past week in the Best at the West tournament. The Lady Bulldogs, they won one of their 3 games. They got off to a rough start Wednesday night, struggled offensively against Forks River. Actually only had 1 free throw in that game, but boy, they came back strong on Thursday night. The Lady Bulldogs beat Southside 23-5. Alex Vincent got 8 points. Talon Cork with 6. Eden Donnell, 4 points. Shayla Robertus with 4. Katie Bowen with a free throw. They did fall last night in their consolation game against Union Heights, but a good win on Thursday for the Lady Bulldogs. Now, the boys, man, they've come out on fire. They won a 1-point game against Smith County back on Monday, 33-32. Then another barn burner on Tuesday. They beat Forks River 36-33. And last night, as we were talking about earlier, sometime probably after 9 o'clock, as everything kind of was running late last evening, they came out and got a huge win, 50-42 over Union Heights for the championship. Jackson Dunaway, 20 points. Bentley Watley with 13 points. New coach for the Bulldogs this year. I don't know what happened to that old coach they had, but Megan Cantrell has come in, and guys are off to a 3-0 start, and what a win last night. A good effort late on Friday night.
I think we can clearly see what happened to make this team better this year.
Oh, poor Kelly. She's not here to defend herself. But this is a preseason tournament, Chris. I mean, they don't usually count these games toward their record, but the kids don't know that. They want to go out and win a basketball game, and I'm just really impressed by the Bulldogs start.
Absolutely, and nothing against Kelly whatsoever, and this is going to happen at any sport, at any level. You change coaches for whatever reason, and Kelly went out on her own, but then you get a new group of people that may decide that they want to play basketball now when they didn't want to play before for whatever reason.
Sure.
And so you get that interest, and it's like turning a new page, and here's a new beginning. And it is great that they're off to a 3-0 start, and as long as they can keep that in their mind that, hey, we have not yet lost, then that's going to fuel them, and their confidence is going to continue to grow.
Some of the kids has really stepped up this week. Aiden Garza had 12 points in the win on Monday. Jackson Dunaway, we mentioned, with 20 last night. He had 10 in the win on Monday. You turn around Tuesday, Aiden comes back with another 12-point outing. You got Lucas Nokes, who actually just started playing basketball last year. He had a big night with 9 points on Tuesday. Jackson Dunaway with 6 points, but you're also getting some other guys that are coming in off the bench. John Bird has 4 points on Tuesday night. We go back to last night. I didn't write down all the scores, but just a lot of contributions. 6-7 deep on this team. A lot of times at the West School level, especially, you don't have the depth that maybe some bigger schools have, but Casey, I think Coach Cantrell being in her first year, of course, still feeling out this team and seeing who's who, and she's getting some pretty good contributions, even on down in the bench for them so far.
Yep, I think Coach is exactly right on what he said. New year, new me type thing. So the same thing's going on with the middle school. There's been an influx of players that dadgummit, here comes Kelly. She had 58 seconds before I ate that biscuit.
She came squealing in on 2 tires.
Yeah, I think she heard me say I was eating that biscuit.
Like that college class. I mean, our books were packed and we were ready to go.
Oh, man.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you have a late night and an early morning?
I did. Yes, and I had an issue first thing this morning. Somebody was accusing another team of playing a 7th grader in a 5th and 6th grade game, so I had to stay and get that game going before I could get here.
Well, was it true?
No. Well, according to the girl that I went to school with my whole life, she's like, no, my kid's in 6th grade. So,
oh, man, I was going to play the breaking news sounder. I thought we had a scoop of dirt here this morning, but oh, man.
So we'll deal with it at the end of the game. So,
Kelly, you've been at the West School this week, and we were talking about the boys. They won the Gold Division Championship last night, and what have you seen from this boys team? I know you're familiar, obviously, with the team, the players on the team, and the coaching staff as well. What have you liked about what you've seen from the Bulldogs so far?
Well, they're shooting very well right now. They're taking a lot of shots, and I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to watch because it's not, it's not how I did things.
Yeah.
So I kind of I watch and then I go do something else and then I watch again and I just cheer them on because I'm like, why are you shooting them? Just dribbling down and shooting the ball, run a play. But I don't know their offensive scheme, so I don't kind of know what they've practiced and stuff like that. So, but they're they've played, I guess, 3 of the teams that they'll play this year. So they've got off to a good start.
Absolutely. The conditioning part of it, Coach Chapman had text this morning, was telling me the boys have won, which Coach Cantor would text me last night to let me know. And I was talking about, kind of joking about, man, y'all got to turn around and play this morning. And she said, well, we did, 6 weeks of pretty good conditioning, so she felt like that was going to help. Have you seen that as kind of a payoff for both of the teams this year so far?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Coach, they're kids.
Yeah.
Kids can kind of, some of these parents are like, my kid can't play 3 games. I was like, my daughter can play 7 softball games in a day. I was like, I don't know what, I was like, and she's 11. I know basketball's a little bit different, but these kids can, they can go and do. They're going to be tired. They may make mental mistakes. They're going to make mental mistakes every day.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think, they'll turn around. They'll be fine. They do play Friendship this morning at
9 o'clock was what was on the schedule.
Well, they played at 9 o'clock. Yeah, well, so Forks River decided to play this tournament, start their tournament a week earlier. And so she called me, and she had this game originally scheduled for 1, but I couldn't make my brackets come out where they could get from, because I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
And they didn't have enough time to travel from Forks River to me. Plus, you didn't want championship games going da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And so I said, can you play this game at 9 o'clock in the morning? And I was like, that way, if Friendship if Friendship won in their division, they would be playing later on tonight. They actually did not. So all those schools just have the 1 game today.
Okay.
And they're done. So that's not too bad.
All right. Well, good start. Again, off to a 3-0 start, the Bulldogs. And again, that's preseason, though, right? They don't count the games?
I don't know what they'll count.
Depends on if they win or lose.
Hey, if I was 3-0, I'd be counting it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that just depends on what the coach wants to. I don't know because
we're counting those games.
We're counting. Yeah, the W's a W.
But they've become that TMSSAA, so I don't know if they can count. I don't know. Out of the loop. Sorry.
Okay.
I counted them when I coached. So
you're not the de facto athletic director at the West School. I thought you had the insight on all.
Absolutely not. I am completely blacked out of anything.
We can't give you a job to save our lives. We've tried to make you a middle school volleyball.
I took softball.
Well, but you're an assistant coach.
Well, that was by design, so it's okay.
We're working on giving you some authority.
She's not the athletic director at the West School. She's trying to get the one up here at the high school. You
yeah.
know
okay.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
All
right. Start that rumor.
Well, in addition,
thanks.
we're just going to start rumors just for the fun of it.
We use this show as a weapon as much as anything. So.
Hey, if they'll give me what they do, Jimmy Maynard, it's because I was talking to his nephew the other day. I was like, if they'll give me what he gets at Upperman and what he has to do, heck yeah, I'll be the athletic director all day long.
Oh, me. DeKalb Middle School got off to a good start Thursday night in their first game. Took on the Upper Cumberland Rams. It's a homeschool-based team. The Lady Saints won their game 27-13 as Zoe Ashburn had 8 points. Carly Trammell and Carly Fortner, 4 points apiece in that win for Coach Aaron Patterson's team. The nightcap, the Saints, my goodness, were they impressive. They won it 70-23 over the Rams. Brantley Brooks, who I've just been hearing so much about during the preseason, he's had a growth spurt, and he's just really coming a long way with his game as well. Brantley with 19 points. Skylar Harriet hits double figures with 10. Logan Guard with 9 points in that game. Casey, we were talking a little bit about Saints before we came on the air. Coach Matt Quarles, he's excited about this team. He thinks they've got a good shot to be very competitive in district. And, man, they've got some talent on this team this year.
I think they're legit this year. Hey, Brantley Brooks, he may have been taken. Somebody's tested him for HGH or something. That kid's grown 3 feet since last year. He has probably got the best talent in that gym since he's took over, at least all around, top to bottom. Their starting 5 are solid. Brantley and course, we remember Skyler from last year. He's back again this year. They stole one from you, Kelly. How did that happen?
NIL deal.
Yeah. So I think Matt's offering money, NIL money. Got Landon Holmes up there this year to play with the boys, and then they're just good all the way around. Logan Guard, little Logan Guard, has turned into a maniac out there. He is probably their best defense player on the floor, at least early this season. And then you have others, they're deep off the bench. He's assembled a pretty good team this year, I believe. Now, it's easy. You after a game where they beat them by 60 points, just about. It's easy to get on the hype train. But I think what you're going to see is when they face some bigger competition. We lost to Defeated Creek last year. Did y'all? Y'all played Defeated last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was a good team. I think that was really Smith County's team, to be honest with you, last year. They'll play them early this season.
They're down. They pretty much lost all. They really only have Noah tonight in the championship game. It's Defeated against Avery Trace. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Matt can pull out a win against Avery Trace, if he can stay within 10 points of Avery Trace, he'll be doing something like they're loaded. Yeah. They're loaded again, and I think they're better this year than they were last year.
I think it's going to be a fun district this year.
Yeah.
I think
Upperman moved out of their district.
Yeah. They did.
So that helps them.
It's probably them and Avery Trace and Prescott in that district this year. But you're right. Avery Trace is like the evil empire, man. It can just keep.
Well, I've got to kind of know their coaches, and they've just got a good system, and he's a hype coach. He's got them boys hyped up. And
I thought we was going to shoot a rap video when we went up there last year and play. I'll just tell you. So,
but he does a really good job of he coaches to what he has, the kids he has, and he gets everything out of them. I've been thoroughly impressed with them in our tournament. It was a preseason tournament, so they've played really well.
The Saints and Lady Saints will be back at home this upcoming Thursday as they will host Rickman. They'll take on Friendship Christian and Defeated the following week, and then they get into conference or district play as they'll open it all good. Circle your calendar for Monday, November 17th. That's at Avery Trace, and that's probably going to be, not to say they won't be challenged before then, but if we're watching for key district matchups, that's going to be one for the Saints with that game at Avery Trace. Again, Monday, November 17th. Are you happy it's basketball season?
Look, I'm not. After tonight I'm hoping tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping it's not 10:30, 11 o'clock like last night. After tonight, all I got to worry about is a Christmas list and making sure I show up here on time.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about basketball no more. It's wonderful.
It's liberating, isn't it?
Somebody asked me, they said, what are you doing with all this free time? I said, what free time? I was like, I'm having to run to Smithville, get Maddox, take Marley to practice, pick her up from practice. I still got to go to her games and stuff. So, but it's really nice not to have to go to practice. And I said, I've never slept this well during this tournament. Like, I just go home, go to sleep. Not worried about who played what, and it's been fun.
Casey, she's taunting you because she's not even eat the biscuit. It's
I'm
still
not
there.
Eat on air.
I'm going to eat that biscuit.
When we come back, we have got the fishing team in the house. We are excited to talk DeKalb County fishing. That's our next segment. We'll come back and have the announcement of the Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week. A little later in the program, plenty more to come. Stay with us. It's DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Tennessee Fleet offers a wide range of specialized services, from vinyl graphics to car audio installations, custom wheel and tire sales, and aftermarket auto equipment. As a locally owned business, we pride ourselves on delivering personalized service and maintaining a strong connection with our community. Our streamlined appointment process and professional approach ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards. We are here to meet your needs efficiently and effectively. Tennessee Fleet, 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
For 20 years, Southern Landscape Supply has been your hometown lawn care source in DeKalb County and the Upper Cumberland. From mowers and tractors to seed, fertilizer, parts, and service, we've got all your lawn care needs covered. Plus, we have the top name brands available, from Bad Boy to Hustler, Shindaiwa, Red Max, and more. When it comes to your lawn, don't play around with the rest when you can have the best. Southern Landscape Supply, your neighbor in lawn care. 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We're back and we are excited to have members of the DeKalb fishing team in-house with us this morning. Let's say good morning, first of all, to team coach Dan Delacruz. Dan, good to have you.
Hey, good morning. Thanks, Tom.
I've been on your show before. Now you get to be on my show.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure. Absolutely. So I've had you and Casey as well.
Yeah, well, Casey's already left. Yeah, he's like the wind, you know. He bails out, but
I was a little worried to be on the same show with Casey.
we all are sometimes.
We're glad we're not censored.
Dan, what made you want to get involved with the fishing team?
Well, you know, my son had done this for 4 years previous, and he was finishing up this past spring and graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And along with him, Mason Taylor graduated, and Jeff Taylor was the previous coach. And Jeff just said, you know, when Mason goes, I'm going.
Yeah.
And Bill Stanton was Braden's partner, and Bill was a junior. And I told Bill, I said, if you stay, I'll stay,
mm-hmm.
and make sure that you get the opportunity to fish another year.
Yeah.
So Bill stayed, and I got rooked into being coach. so that's just how it happened.
So what goes into getting the fishing season together? Getting tournaments and
so much.
Give us a little behind the scenes look at all that.
Well, you know, we don't. We have three. Tennessee Bass Nation has 3 different trails for which you can gain points to go on to championships with, and we don't pick those or we don't create those schedules, but we do pick them based upon what we think might be our advantage, mm-hmm. where our strong suits might be, our best lakes. So we're fishing the East Tennessee Trail and the Open Trail, which puts us everywhere from pretty much Kentucky Lake to Douglas Lake,
okay.
and a bunch in between. And that's fishing 2 different trails for us, trying to get the kids up to a championship level, especially the older kids.
Yeah.
You know, our program starts at 2nd grade, and it goes 2nd through 8th, and then 8th through senior year of high school.
Yeah.
So depending on which level that they're participating in, you know, we really want to make sure that the older kids get the opportunity to make state championship, and maybe even beyond.
When you mention getting to state championship, how do you do that? Walk us through that process, if you would.
So it's all points.
Yeah.
And it'll be based upon the performances in past tournaments, attendance in past tournaments, and then they'll pull the ranking. So a state championship would be based upon the 3 trails. We would have 150-ish boats in the final state tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pull 50 from each of the East, the Central, and then the Open Trail.
Yeah.
And you'll qualify in 1 or more, and if you qualify in more, they'll drop you down off of that list. They'll take you from 1 and give somebody else a spot from the other to fill 150 boats come state championship time.
Wow. So, I mean, when you're talking about these tournaments, you're talking about 150 boats. It's not just a few people. There's a lot out there.
So Old Hickory was 209 boats last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big showing.
And they always pick the boat dock that has 4 parking spots.
Well, you know this. Yes. So we normally.
I was because I go. Maddox fished last year, and I would go to pick him up or whatever, and I'm like, Where am I supposed to park? I was like, there's like 47,000 boats, and they're parked in regular parking spots because there's no boat parking spot.
Right.
I was like, who chose this boat dock? I was like, some man chose this boat dock because the woman would have had 47,000 parking spots because we know us parking a boat, we got to have a lot of room.
And Old Hickory was 47,000 parking spots, one boat ramp.
Oh, yeah.
So that was, I don't know which is worse.
Yeah.
Pick your poison, Kelly.
You're not going to win both battles. I'll just tell you that. So.
We have Bill Stanton and Carly Thomas with us on this portion of the segment. Poor Carly got here. She's been here since we started this morning. She's had to endure us.
I thought she was running the cameras for
She would do a better job than I would, but thankfully Daniel had it set up. But Bill, we'll start with you. With so many boats and people fishing on the lake, how do you find a spot exactly?
Sometimes just kind of have to share, But you want to try and get like you're just kind of away from it all is what I do.
Yeah.
Just you got to find the right like depth. You got to find where fish are, time of year.
Yeah.
Depends a lot on that. Points, different kinds of rocks.
Yeah.
Like breaking up versus like big bluffs, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So you want to find a spot where the fish are going to be at that time of year in those conditions. Cold weather versus hot weather in October versus September, that kind of thing. So just trying to find the right spot. And if there's a lot of people there, you don't really want to fish it because then all the fish are gone by the time you get to it.
Yeah.
Especially being later in the tournament, like, we go in a line trying to get out of the blast off. So, later you are, that's the hardest it is.
In my limited fishing career, I found a lot of rocks.
How much do you put into pre-fishing? Do you get to pre-fish a lot or?
So depends on how close the lake is a lot. So like me and my dad will go out sometimes weeks before trying to find a good spot. But, the school allows us usually like one day to fish. So like me and my partner will go out the day before and try and find something really good or test stuff we've already found. But that's really how it goes. I mean, can't do much more than that.
Now, something that a lot of people may not understand, you're not just taking a boat and going out and finding a spot. You have equipment, gear, things on the boat. What all do you have that kind of helps you along the way find fish? And, what all goes into equipping your boat, basically?
So most people you're going to find have obviously a big motor, obviously a trolling motor, but you're also going to have, you can have a tiny depth finder, you can have a big one, and you're going to see fish on that. You're going to see how the bottom looks. You can have different settings depending on how expensive yours is, but
right.
Some people have live scope. I don't have that in my boat, but my partner does, so kind of get to take advantage of that sometimes. But so the depth finder tells you like how it looks. It's basically like a still image. Live scope is more like you look out there and you can see exactly what the fish are doing in that moment,
Wow. So that helps a lot. I'm sure as you're trolling along, you're trying to find a spot. You mentioned kind of sharing spots. Does it get aggravating if you've got 2 or 3 boats and then here comes another 2 or 3?
Yeah, but we also have a rule in the Bassmaster. So like 50 yards is the most you can get close to a person.
Okay.
Unless they allow you to like enter into that spot, but then it's free game. So
it's kind of first come, first serve. Yeah. So you want to get to if you got a faster boat, you get to the better spots quicker, right?
Yeah. Or a better number.
Yeah, right.
Well, and how many different fishing rods do you normally carry for a day?
So it depends really on if it's my boat or someone else's. Because you don't want to be rude and bring like 20 rods in someone else's boat. I speak in experience from his boat, but but if it's my boat, I'll have like 10 maybe. But if I go to someone else's, 5 or 6.
And explain why you would have 10.
Well, different lure. You pick one up. You can't have the time to tie one on real fast. It takes time, and that's time you could be fishing. So, you have a different lure tied on, different color. You just get it up real fast, and you don't have to tie it on. You just slip a rod sleeve off, and you're done.
What's your favorite thing to throw?
Depends on the lake.
It's a rattle trap. Don't deny it, Bill. It's a rattle trap. It's a lipless crankbait. That's what he throws. That's what he always throws everywhere he goes.
What kind of rod and reel do you like the best?
So for rattle trap, I'll use a medium heavy, which is it's good action, I use 15-pound mono, which no one else on the team uses. They say it's crap. I disagree. But
hey, if it works for you,
if you're catching fish, I mean,
Yeah.
It works.
Let's come down to Carly. And Carly, are you the only female on the team?
No, we have 2 others.
2 others? Okay. What made you want to get into fishing?
My dad.
Move that mic just a little bit closer. There you go. So is that something your dad just loved to do and took you along?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you find to be the most fun thing about fishing?
I just like being out on the water. It's like peaceful.
Peaceful?
Yeah.
So, again, some of the gear that you use, Kelly, you've got more expertise than that than I realize.
I have a garage full of it.
Some of the gear that you like to use in particular, Carly?
My favorite rods to use are like ducket rods.
Yeah.
So we have a few of those in the boat.
Now, for people who may not know brands and they may be like, hey, I'd like to fish, what are some good brands that you look at when you're picking the perfect rod?
Like just to start out for like a cheaper option, I'd get Loose because they're good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a bunch of good combos and stuff. So I'd start out with those. And then duckets are good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, all right. So, do you all is it bass you're primarily catching?
That's
Yes.
it.
That's it.
That's all.
That's
And
all
they're
we
in
target.
they're in a slot.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the slot to them? Like they
They
got to
have to be
be
a certain length, certain like, I don't know, like largemouth are usually 15.
Depends on the lake. I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. What's the biggest fish you've caught?
Probably like a 3-pounder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill?
4.5, 5, which is not the biggest, but
Sure.
I'm proud of it.
So, what happens when you catch something that's not a bass?
Take it home and eat it. I caught a sauger
chuck
in
it
the
back.
last one.
You caught a what?
A sauger on the last tournament, and my boat captain's dad, Mr. Brian, I don't think he was very happy about it. He had peanut butter cups in the cooler with it, and he wanted to get those out real fast. It tasted good though. It tasted good.
Well, I don't know if the peanut butter cup would have.
No.
No, that's kind of that was one thing that I was a little bit disappointed with when we did the junior high. I personally feel like I understand that when they get to high school that there needs to be a fish size, but I really thought especially when you've got second graders out there, I feel like any fish they catch, they should get to come in and weigh it, because I know a couple of kids, they came in and they were so excited for a weigh-in, and the guy was like, it's too he was like, it's too big for small bass, but it's too small
for big bass.
And I'm like, that kid's like 8 or 9. Let him weigh his. I mean, you don't have to count it, but let him weigh his fish and get his picture made, and just to keep them. I don't know. I'm one of those. I'm not like everybody should win, but I feel like if you want to keep kids interested, when they praise their successes that they have, because catching a fish, because sometimes you have high schoolers that come in and they ain't catching nothing all day, and I think in the junior high they should let anything. I don't think there should be a.
Well, we don't make that rule.
I know.
The TWRA makes the rule.
Yeah.
So the size limits are based upon what TWRA sets forth. So, those successes, as important as they are, a picture on the boat is about as good as you get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From that point, unfortunately, you can't keep them in the boat. You've got to get rid of them right away. You've got to release
No,
them.
I'm just saying, like, when these kids some of them don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, it's huge.
We've got some hammers in the next segment. They know all about big fish. So.
Well, we're going to bring this next group up here in just a moment. Before we do, Dan, I want to ask you, the next tournament's coming up November 15th at Douglas Lake. And then you got about a 3-month gap in there in between. What kind of event will this be on November 15th? How many boats do you anticipate there?
So this will be an East Tennessee tournament, and it should be a 200-boat plus tournament as well. And Douglas Lake is not setting up to be very good condition-wise already. Mm-hmm. So I don't anticipate it getting better. I think it's only going to get harder.
Yeah.
We're and it's far, so the pre-fishing opportunities are going to be less.
Sure.
It's a 3-hour drive to Dandridge and 3-hour drive home. So it's not like you can go for the day or for the weekend. It's just too much. So we need to go and represent and get points as best we can. Hopefully we have another good showing, and we've got some experience there. So looking back, Bill's dad's going to boat captain that Bill's dad was raised in that area, so he's going to kind of be our tour guide.
Yeah.
Leading into this, or fishing guide leading into
A little
this.
bit of an edge there.
a little.
How
we,
much?
We need all we can.
Exactly.
How much did last year's hurricane that came through and did a lot of damage to Douglas Lake? How will that affect the fishing?
I don't anticipate any effect on that at this point. I think the lake has all been stabilized and pretty well cleared out. Where any of the debris settled in has all been removed. So it should be just Douglas Lake with low water.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, that's coming up on November 15th. And again, about 3 months off, you'll come back February 21st with an event at Chickamauga. We're going to swap out and bring up our next group. I think we got 4 in our next group. So let's
let me introduce them real quick.
Yeah, please do.
It's Slade, Bennett, and Jake Nokes. They're partners.
Okay.
They finished 7th at Old Hickory.
Okay.
Out of 208. Now that's
excellent.
That's pretty big. That's a pretty big feat. And then I have Michael Roach and Dalton Lunsford, who are a junior team and rookies, and they finished top 10 in their junior class with a 3.5 pound bass, nice fish.
Yeah.
So very proud of all of those guys, especially proud of that big fish from Dalton.
I tell you what, let's squeeze a break in so we can kind of switch everything out. And when we come back, we'll have our next group coming up. Don't go away. Stay with us. This is DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Choosing Ignite as your HVAC contractor means choosing a partner who values quality, reliability, and customer satisfaction above all else. Our extensive experience and industry expertise enable us to tackle any project, big or small. We are proud to be a trained comfort specialist, offering top-tier products and services that ensure year-round comfort. With our satisfaction guarantee, you can trust that we will go above and beyond to meet your needs and exceed your expectations. Let Ignite serve your HVAC, electrical, and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy tractors are born from the legendary Bad Boy mowers from 20 to 35 horsepower. Subcompact to midsize, Bad Boy combines power, performance, comfort, and as always, builds strength to deliver the workhorse dependability you need to get the job done and done right. Homeowner, landscaper, or rancher, there's a Bad Boy tractor for you to work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We're back with another segment from the DeKalb fishing team. And with us, we've got Slade, Bennett, and Jake Nokes down at the end of the table. Right in the middle here, we got Michael Roach and Dalton Lunsford. Good morning, guys. Slade, let's start with you. How long have you been fishing now?
Well, on a team, I've been fishing for 2 years now.
2 years. So what got you interested in wanting to be part of the fishing team?
I fished when I was younger and just figured I'd join it and try it out.
How old were you when you started fishing?
Probably like 6.
Do you remember the first fish you ever caught? No? Do you remember the biggest fish you ever caught?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a little over 5.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Over out there on the center hill.
Was that during a tournament or just fishing?
Free fishing a tournament.
Okay, so that's real good. All right, so Jake, let's come to you. How long have you been fishing?
Ever since I could hold a fishing rod.
So probably since you was just itty bitty, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember your first fish?
No.
No? You remember your biggest fish?
No, not really.
Not really. So,
Did you go hunting this morning?
No, I was going to, but I didn't.
He had to come.
I figured he was tired from hunting. I
Hunting?
figured he got up and
Well.
went hunting this morning and then came here.
Well, I mean, you got to go early.
These
if you
priorities.
Yeah. So, well, let's come down to our next two guys. And Michael, how long have you been fishing?
Since I was 3.
Since you were 3. Do you remember your first fish?
Probably a bluegill.
A bluegill? Do you remember your biggest fish?
A 21-pound catfish.
Holy cow! 21-pound cat. Did you get it in on your own? Or did you need help?
I kind of needed a little help.
Kind of need a little help. I bet that was fun to fight with, though, wasn't it? Man, 21-pound catfish. That's crazy. Dalton, how about you? How long you been fishing?
Since I was 3.
Since you were 3. And do you remember your first fish?
No.
No? Remember your biggest fish?
Did you not catch one the other day in the tournament?
That wasn't me that caught that one.
Oh, was it Michael? Your team caught it.
Your team caught it, so it counts. It counts. So let's come back. Jake, what do you enjoy most about fishing?
I don't know, just being out there on the water.
The competition aspect of being part of the fishing team, do you enjoy that, or you just enjoy fishing, and if you do well, you do well?
I kind of like the competition, just fishing against other people, you know.
Yeah. Slade, what about you? Do you enjoy the competition part, or you just like to fish?
Yeah, I like the competition part.
Like the competition. So, so you two are teammates. What kind of explain that? How does it work being teammates? What do you do in working together? I know you get credit for whatever you catch, but how does that work exactly? Either one of you.
Pretty much just like when your partner catches a fish, you just be right behind him with a net.
Yeah. You ever have to club one over the head?
You got to bring them back alive, Tom.
Well, I mean, it's just a concussion.
No, no.
Can a fish get a concussion?
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how all these kids get concussions.
Now, what do you two like about fishing with each other?
Just helping each other out. It's fun being out there with him.
Yeah.
Fishing with each other and just.
Now, they were talking about pre-fishing. Do you do that together as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you looking for when you go out to pre-fish? I'm sure you're looking for a good spot, but some other things that maybe you're kind of scoping out along the way.
Just see like where most of the fish you catch are. Just
Yeah.
go back there the next day.
Yeah. You try to put them back in the same spot and say, I'll be back tomorrow. I mean, I know you, Jake. You talk to him a little bit.
Well, let's come down here and get Michael and Dalton. What do you two like about fishing together?
It's fun. It's fun.
Now, who drives the boat? They're not letting y'all drive the boat?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
So what kind of gear you have, Michael, on your boat? Do you have a fish
what's
finder?
What's your favorite rod?
Probably a 6-foot medium rod.
Okay. 6-foot medium rod. Do you have a fish finder on your boat?
No.
No, you don't. So it's a little more challenging, I guess, not having a fish finder, right?
Do you hold Dalton under the water and make him look for the fish?
No.
No. Dalton, do you hold him under the water and make him look for the fish?
We have a fish finder.
You have a fish finder on your boat?
Yeah.
All right. Does that help you find the fish better? Does that help? Is that how y'all caught that big one? Are you going to tell us where you caught that big? Where'd you catch that big one at?
What?
You don't have to tell us the spot. Just tell us.
They're not going to tell you the spot.
Yeah. I can get it out of them and
Well,
give
now,
you a chocolate bar.
We're talking about that big fish they caught. Let's go back, and Dan kind of touched on this, but Michael and Dalton came in 10th in the tournament last weekend at Old Hickory Lake. They brought in a fish at 3.39 pounds. So who brought it in?
Me.
You brought it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you ready with the net?
Yeah,
okay.
to get one.
All right. How much fight did that fish put up? A lot? How long did it take you to get it in from the time you hooked it?
About a minute.
About a minute. Wow. I thought it might take a little longer than that. So
Because it almost jumped in the motor.
it had fish sticks after that.
Okay. So have either one of you dropped a fishing rod in the water?
I did once.
Did you get it back or did it go?
I did.
You did get it back. Have y'all dropped anything? Y'all haven't dropped the keys or anything like that to the boat in the water, have you? No, they don't let you touch those. I bet Jake has. I bet Jake has lost a set of keys to a boat and had to hotwire it. And
Why are you picking on Jake?
Because look, 3 of these 4 rode my bus for more than 2
Bless
or 3
y'all's
years.
hearts. I'm so sorry.
I know, bless my heart.
Well, let's also mention Slade and Jake actually came in 7th place in their division. They had 4 fish totaling 9.49 pounds. Slade, what was the biggest of the 4 fish? How much did it weigh? Do you remember?
I think it was 377.
377. Okay. So, of course, you total all those up. But what was like first place? How many? Do you remember how many pounds they had? Just to kind of compare.
15 pounds, I think.
15. So that's probably several fish, I would guess, right?
They had a full bag.
Full bag. Wow.
So have you ever gotten to the point where you had maybe 6 fish and you're having to choose which one?
Not yet.
Now, can you keep 6 on your boat and choose, or do you have to start eliminating as soon as you get 5?
When you get 5, you got to like.
You
cull.
can't have.
Yeah.
You got to cull them then.
All right. So, anyway, it's a lot of fun, and fishing has gotten people love to fish anyway, but we're starting to learn more about fishing on a team here in DeKalb County, right?
Yeah, and I think like I can speak for Jake and my son Maddox. They like to go jug fishing. Well, they've set some out, and
I caught a
they'll stay in the creek quite a bit during the summer. Have y'all stay in the creek fishing a lot too?
Sometimes.
Jake lives down in Temperance Hall, so he's got a nice little
Nice.
area to go fishing, and But these kids, they really enjoy it.
I'm going to close it out with this. What's the strangest thing you've ever caught? It may not have even been a fish, or it could have been. Slade, what's the weirdest thing you've ever hooked while fishing?
I honestly don't think I really caught anything.
You ever caught a snake or a boot or a jug or anything?
Bird one time.
Caught a bird. I do that a lot too. You get your hook up in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jake. What about you?
I've caught a few snakes.
Caught a few snakes. Any poisonous ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught a few copperhead.
Oh boy, you can keep those. Dalton, what's the weirdest thing you've ever caught? You ever caught anything strange, a snake or anything like that? No, never have. All right.
You ain't caught a tree yet?
I have.
You caught a tree.
He's caught a tree.
Plenty of times.
Michael, what about you?
I don't think so. I just got a few in the tree. That's
Okay.
all
All right.
On Center Hill, you on the on a 3 first cast of you got in the tree.
It sounds like my kind of fishing.
You don't tell on your partner.
Well, I've got an announcement to make before we end this segment. Michael Roach and Dalton Lunsford were nominated for the Good Health Family Clinic Student Athletes of the Week, and I'm happy to announce this morning that after finishing 10th overall in their rookie season out of a field of 53 total boats, Michael and Dalton, you are our Good Health Family Clinic Student Athletes of the Week. You each will be getting a plaque here in the next week or so, and congratulations and great job on fishing at the tournament. I know you're excited about the next one coming up, right?
Yes.
Yep. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it, and good luck throughout the rest of the season. All right, stay with us. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the week ahead in sports. We'll talk some DeKalb cross country as they get into their regional meet on Monday. This is DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Surveillance is your trusted partner in video surveillance equipment. Our team understands the critical importance of safeguarding your family and securing your business assets. We offer comprehensive solutions tailored to your specific needs, ensuring peace of mind through advanced technology and expert installation. As a locally owned and operated business, we take pride in our community and strive to build lasting relationships with our customers. Let Home Surveillance help you protect the things most important to you. Give us a call at 615-597-6287. In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
For 20 years, Southern Landscape Supply has been serving DeKalb County and the Upper Cumberland with everything you need to keep your lawn looking its best. From grass seed and fertilizer to top quality mowers and tractors, we've got you covered. And when it comes time for maintenance, our full parts and service department is here to keep your equipment running strong. Whether you're tackling the backyard or the back 40, trust your hometown experts at Southern Landscape Supply. Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville.
Okay, well, is there still music? I don't know. I've not done too bad today, Coach, with all this stuff.
But, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're back, and everybody's abandoned ship on us here.
Empty house. They know we've had our last outtake.
Yeah.
And that the fun is over.
Yeah. Casey went to work, he says, and Kelly had to get back to the Best at the West. I think that she's afraid they're going to burn the gym down or something if she's not there. But a lot of fun with the fishing team this morning. Want to thank Dan Dela Cruz and all the Fisher people, I guess.
Fisher people.
We had a young lady, so we can't say fishermen.
There's a toy Fisher people.
Yeah. I've learned more about fishing. Last year, we had Mason and Wesley who just, those guys were crushing it last year, and they've moved on and are still just doing big things. And now we got this new group coming in, and I've learned probably more about fishing in 2 interviews than I've known my entire life. It's crazy.
Kelly's such an expert, and I had forgotten about the slot. Yeah. I understand it better now, but first time I'd ever heard it was last year, and she brings that back up again. But she impressed me. I mean, she just, she needs to be the next head coach of the fishing team.
We found Kelly another new job, so yeah, that we're gonna. When Dan's done with it, we'll get a petition started and try to get that on board. There's something up on the screen, and I don't know if that's good, bad, or we're even on the air at this point, Coach. But let's see. Checking my phone here. I don't know that we're on the air. We're streaming, but there we go. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're
good.
There's the video. So
okay.
For now, if we're not, maybe at least folks can hear us. Anyway, cross country, it is their postseason time, and regionals are coming up this Monday. They will travel up to Macon County High School in Lafayette to participate in that. The girls race at 4 o'clock. Boys get started around 4:45. Top 4 teams at regionals will advance on to the state meet. That's going to be held at Shelby Farms Park in Memphis Thursday and Friday, November 6th and 7th. Now, in addition to the top 4 teams, the next top 5 individuals who did not qualify as part of a team, kind of like golf, they also will earn an individual berth to state. Last year, Ben Driver, as a sophomore for DeKalb County, earned an individual berth and kind of corresponded with Coach Kristen Van Vranken during the course of the week, asking about, postseason and get some updates on that. And she said it was going to be real tough for the teams to potentially get to state, but she thought they had several individuals that have a good shot at making it, again, as individuals to the event. And I know Ben is definitely going to be hungry to get back. He has, I think, broken his personal best 2 or 3 times this season. He's really doing great for the cross-country team this year.
It takes a special kind of person and that kind of motivation and that drive to want to go out and do that.
Right.
And we're not talking about a track that's asphalt surfaced or whatever. We're talking about cross country, and it's hills and it's all kind of conditions that you're running on. And I was a very, very novice runner. I mean, you've timed me in your car before at 1.2 miles an hour.
You got to about 3.
Downhill. But, it was difficult for me in the winter because I knew as far as apparel and how do I want to dress, and I know they've kind of worked their way into it, so it won't be as much for them. But for me, it was difficult. How do I layer up? Because when you start off, especially your first, 100 yards, whatever, you're still feeling the temperature. Are you wearing gloves? Are you not wearing gloves? And because we've been pretty cool lately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's finally dipped in there a little bit, and you know that by the time you get halfway into it, that you're going to be sweating. And,
right.
And now I have too much clothes, and how much that hinders you and all that.
Sure.
I know that as temperatures get cooler, that they tend to run better as opposed to the warmer temperatures. But, it's going to be a great experience. And like you said, Ben's going to have that drive, and he's been there before. He's tasted that, and he wants to go back. And decreasing his times this often is just proof of that.
Chris, looking at the forecast, and I haven't checked an updated one this morning, but yesterday I was looking at 60-70% chance of rain Monday. Do they run still in the rain? I don't know this. I'm genuinely asking this question because I don't know. Will they still run? And cold rain does not sound very enticing if they do have to run in it.
Tom, I really don't know the answer to that. That'd be a Kristen question. I know that when my kids were running middle school, over in Macon County, I think, or Cookville, there was times where it was like misting and the potential of rain, and it was dreary. It was miserable.
Yeah.
And the kids are kind of under tents and they're under umbrellas, and then we got to go run. But I'm sure that I would think that if the course is unrunnable,
they would probably
take that into consideration, but I really don't know.
Okay, and that's something that, again, Coach Van Vranken certainly would know. I didn't think to ask her the other day when we were talking about it, but if all goes as planned, they are scheduled to run on Monday. The good thing is they've got a deadline, and I think it's early November, maybe even toward the end of the week, and there's supposed to be some nicer weather toward the end of the week. So if it doesn't happen Monday, they'll have some opportunity to get it done. And you got a little bit of a break before the state event on the 6th and the 7th. I think that's actually going to be a couple of weeks from now, so they got a little bit of time to fill there. But good luck to the cross-country team. We're really excited about them. I'm just I really think Ben is going to go out there and be phenomenal in this thing, and I'm just excited. Hopefully, if we get a chance, maybe have him back on our show next Saturday. We haven't had a chance to talk with him this year, and just talk about that, and hopefully be talking about state as well. Looking ahead to next week, I've got all my notes twisted and turned here, Coach. We mentioned basketball, of course. Middle school will be back in action on Thursday. West School's at the Forks River Tournament. Today, if they win today, they will play Monday. The boys would play defeated Monday night at 7:30. Girls, if again they've got to win today, would play Union Heights Monday at 4:30, and then they'll be off to, I believe, the following Monday when they will have their home opener against Forks River. We touched on Tiger football against Livingston Academy, and last game of the season is going to be it, game number 10 for the DeKalb County Tigers as they'll take on Livingston. No playoff implications in that game, and both teams, again, just playing for some pride. Now, I want to kind of get into the other teams in the region. You know, we've kind of had a chance. You've seen some of them. I've seen some of them. Upperman, to me, man, Upperman just looks like they are head and shoulders above everyone. And, you know, people like to point at a couple of losses that they had early in the season. When you lose to Greenville and Beach, that's nothing to sneeze at. That Upperman team, to me, might be the best one Adam Kane has had at Baxter. I think they got, and I think he loaded that schedule up for a reason this year.
It is, and you talk about that Beach team. I had an opportunity to watch them on film leading up to the Upperman DeKalb County game, and they are just, they're very impressive. And like you said, you know, some of these schools that you lose to, a Greenville or a Beach, it's not embarrassing at all.
Yeah.
It's somewhat expected, even though Coach Kane's not going to want to go and say, hey, we're expecting to lose. But they competed, and there were just a few plays that tipped that scale in the way of the Buccaneers. But, you know, it's a team that, it's a system. And Kelly allured to it earlier with Avery Trace, and they've got a system that's in place, and it's a machine, and it kind of works itself. And that's just what you expect out of Upperman, whether it's basketball or nowadays football. And they're two very, very good programs. And like you said, they're the ones that are right now sitting at the top at 4-0. You've got a log jam at 2, 3, and 4, and who knows how that's going to shake out, and possible tiebreakers on that end. But you know, this is a region we've talked about being very talented and very good, and they have the opportunity to go in and sweep the first-round games in a couple of weeks, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. But that's also a testament back to DeKalb County and why they are sitting at 3-6 as opposed to, 5-4, something a little bit better. But you know, the Upperman game got out of hand early. The Macon County game on the road, fresh off the heels of Friendship Christian victory, and you're still working with a relatively new quarterback with John Hendricks. So there are a lot of factors that kind of go into that, but everything else has kind of been close there for them.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, I just think Upperman is one and everyone else is here. Just they beat White County 42-0 last night. White County was second place with only one loss this year. They beat Stone 40-8, I think, and that's one of those two teams are going to be your second place team. Upperman will play Macon this week. Macon, it almost feels like they've just fallen off the wagon a bit after an early start. Good start to the season. I don't know if they've had injuries, what's going on with that program, but again, Livingston almost came back and beat them last night. They don't look like the same team DeKalb County met up with early in the season, so not quite sure what's going on with them. But to me, if you're looking for a team in this area in the 4A region that's going to go make some noise, to me, it's Upperman. I think they've got a chance to be in that Final Four, maybe even back in a championship game this year.
And you go, and I would have to go back and research it and see exactly how it's done, but the state has revamped how they're doing their playoff, and it's not where you're going to play within a couple of regions and you're going to get some team that comes out of that. No, after your first-round games, then you're playing like Region 1 or Region 4, whatever.
Right,
So we were talking the other night about how Alcoa is going to be a second-round matchup for somebody in the 4-2A. Which,
right.
And whether that's Cannon or whoever that is, that's going to be a real tough matchup.
Yeah, nobody wants to see Alcoa anytime in the playoffs. It don't matter. I don't think it matters what classification they're in. Nobody wants to see them.
No.
So, but playoff time is here. Next week will be the last week of the football regular season, and we're totally transitioning into basketball after this week. Basketball will be going on. We're still about a month out for the start of the Tiger basketball season. They begin on November 18th. I believe it's Monterey at home in a Hall of Fame game. And, winter months are right around the corner, and we're switching gears. Fall has come and gone in a blink of an eye.
It has.
Yeah.
Our teams did not quite do as well this year as they did last year. That's just the way that sports is. You're going to have up and down years, and for us so far, middle school is kind of rebuilding. They lost a lot of talent for several years in a row. The DeKalb County High School football team has lost several key players over the years, and so they had a little bit difficult season. Soccer on both ends, replacing a lot of people, and so we haven't had as high of a fall season, but we're going to turn things around in the winter.
Absolutely. I'm going to wrap it up mentioning an event that also went on this week. The Powder Puff football game was Tuesday night, and I got a chance to do the PA work for that. It was a lot of fun, Coach. Chloe Van Vranken and Jordan Agee, each of them had a 50-yard touchdown run. The senior-sophomore team beat the junior-freshman team 16-0. The best part of the night, the male athletes dressed up in the cheerleading outfits was just a right. Those guys had so much fun doing that. They were doing somersaults and just having a big old time with that. David Wheeler raised the most money among the Powder Puff cheerleaders, and he was officially crowned the Powder Puff Queen. So,
there you go.
Congratulations.
What an honor.
To Dave. Yeah, he got to wear the crown, the sash, and a whole lot of fun. And wasn't a huge crowd out for it, but, the kids had a fun. And them girls, let me tell you what, I'm just throwing this out there. Flag football is a thing on the girls' side now. We got some girls out there that was mighty competitive the other night.
When that first popped up, I know that at Cannon County they were talking about, we're going to have that, we're going to get that, and they already had somebody volunteering to coach it, and it never happened.
Yeah.
And I think there was mixture of voices, in DeKalb County about whether to have it or not, and it is a thing, and obviously, Powder Puff or not, you can watch some of these girl athletes get out there and play, and they can play.
I helped cover a little of it the first year that they were doing it. I guess it was in the Davidson County area. Went to and actually covered some of the championship games working with 615 Preps, and I'm telling you, those games were fun to watch. They move, but they're so competitive. These aren't girls just going out there willy nilly and all that, buddy. They got plays, and there's some good athletes. It's a lot of fun to watch. It really is.
I've never seen it.
It is fun to watch. So I kind of hope we get that. I know, again, schools of certain sizes are limited in number of student athletes, and if you pull to another sport, you're pulling from another sport, and I know how that kind of works, but I would love to see it. I think it would be a lot of fun, and people would genuinely get into it and enjoy it here in DeKalb County.
It always seems to work out.
Yeah.
Started a volleyball team 2 years ago, and it's worked out. You're not really pulling, and if you are, you're getting some kids that aren't involved in anything.
Exactly.
So, it'll work out.
All right. Want to say thanks to Coach Dan Dela Cruz and members of the DeKalb County fishing team for joining us today. Bill Stanton, Carly Thomas, Slade Bennett, Jake Nokes, Michael Roach, and Dalton Lunsford. Of course, we thank Kelly and Casey. They have uber busy schedule. Not that we don't do anything. I feel like we're the slackers of the bunch. Casey and Kelly's always on the go, and here you and me are Saturday morning.
Kelly and Casey both still have kids.
Oh, yeah,
Casey has a job that involves Saturday.
Yeah.
We don't.
Right. True.
My kids are off. Now, Connor's still at home, but he's doing his own thing. And so we have more free time.
We have more free time. That is true. So, but we don't mind. We enjoy it, and I appreciate all of our entire crew. Daniel's getting a much-needed break this weekend, taking, I think, a little weekend trip. He'll be back with us next week, and we'll be hip-deep into some cross-country and some basketball next Saturday morning. So we hope you'll join us. We appreciate you tuning in each week to the DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance. For Casey and Kelly and for Coach, I'm Tom Duggan saying so long this week for DC Blitz.